Hi everyone, this is Ravi. Welcome to Katalon automation tutorial. As you all know, we have already started learning advanced level concepts of Katalon automation tutorial, right? So I have already published 26 YouTube videos till now covering lot and lots of concepts. So as we are transforming to advanced level concepts, right? So this is our 27th YouTube video where I'm going to make the automation concepts related to self-healing mechanism in Katalon Studio. So basically, self-healing mechanism concept I'm going to cover in 6 different chapters. So this is our chapter 1, lesson 27, where I'm going to show you how does this self-healing mechanism works in Katalon Studio, and then how can you fix broken objects at test case level automatically by using Katalon Studio. Please do subscribe to the channel, click on bell icon, you'll receive notifications whenever I publish more videos. Thank you. Okay, so if you see on the screen, as I told you, I'm going to cover self-healing mechanism in 6 different chapters. The first chapter 1, where I'm going to talk about Katalon self-healing mechanism and fixing broken objects at test case level. And then chapter 2, Katalon self-healing mechanism at test suite collection level. And chapter 3, selection and prioritization of element locator methods for self-healing. So basically, to perform self-healing, how can you select the element locator methods and how can you prioritize the element locator methods? That's what I'm going to cover in chapter 3. And then chapter 4, self-healing object exclusion and broken object replacements. So basically, how can you exclude some of the locator methods for self-healing, and how can you replace the broken objects by performing self-healing. And then chapter 5, self-healing with relative XPaths and CSS selectors. And chapter 6, self-healing with image selector method. Okay, so I'm going to cover all these chapters. So for this session, we are going to concentrate on chapter 1. What is the agenda items for chapter 1? So by end of this lesson, you'll get an inbuilt self-healing plugin introduction. So basically, the inbuilt self-healing plugin is available in Katalon Studio from version 7 and over. So prior to version 7, you need to install this plugin separately. So that plugin is not available in Katalon Studio. But from version 7, it is inbuilt. And then you will get to know how can you fix the broken objects at test case level by using self-healing mechanism. And then how can you change property of locators? So basically, so to perform self-healing, so you need to perform the, okay, so what are all the different steps that you need to follow to perform self-healing mechanism in Katalon Studio? First, you need to record a new test, or you need to automate a new test, or you can use an existing automation test case. And then you have to change the property of locators. So basically, either, so when you are developing an application, right? So you got a new build. So when you got a new build, there are some properties or the locators got changed, right? So you need to perform that change. And then you need to run the test, whatever automated test, you need to run by disabling the self-healing feature. So then what happens? The test case will fail. And then you need to enable the self-healing feature and run the test case. And then check the self-healing insights and approve the proposed new locators. So these are all the different steps I'm going to teach you in this session. So now, without delay, let's jump onto the system and see how can we perform all these activities.
So this is my latest version, Catalan Studio. The version is 8.6.6. Okay, so as I told you, so self-healing plugin is inbuilt, available inbuilt from version 7 to over above 7, right? So prior to 7 you need to install the plugin separately, but whereas from 7 and over the self healing is inbuilt plugin. Okay, so if you see, this is the icon related to self healing. Okay, so now what is our first task that we need to perform? So record and use existing test case. Let me create a new test case. Okay, right click, new test case. I'll say this as chapter 1, chapter 1 self healing. Okay, this is my first test case for chapter 1. Okay, so I've created one new test case here under test case folder, right? And now let me record one particular scenario. Okay, so let me automate a scenario so that I can tell you how can we use this self-healing capability. Okay, let's go to record web, and then here I'm entering Katalon demo cura. What is this? This is one healthcare application, demo healthcare application created by Katalon itself. Okay, and you need to select which browser do you want to select. Okay, let me select Chrome browser for now. Okay, and as soon as you select Chrome browser, record has been started. Let me expand this. Open browser, navigate to URL. This is the URL it navigated to, correct? Now I want to click on make appointment. See, as soon as I click, it is recording all the scripts. Okay. Now I want to enter the username and the password. Okay. And then click login. So as soon as you click login, I think it's entered wrong. Let me again try. Okay. Okay. This should be correct. So it actually recorded twice, right? I want to delete this. Okay. I want to delete username, password, and login again, right? So I'm recording only one time. Click on make appointment, provide username, password, and then click on login button. Now I want to select Hong Kong's Cura Healthcare Center and select the date. I want an appointment for 31st of August, and then comments. Chapter, I'm just entering some comments here. Okay, chapter 1 self healing at test case level. I'm just providing some comments over there. Okay, now click on book appointment. That's it, done. So now I want to stop recording. As soon as I stop the recording, your browser will be closed and close browser will be recorded here, correct? And now if you want to save the script, I want to save the script. Click on save. As soon as you click on save, it's going to ask you to store your objects, locators. So I want to create a new folder here. What I want to say here, I want to say here Katalon Cura Healthcare. Okay, Katalon Cura Healthcare. I'll say it is okay, and then click on OK. So what happens? Your objects, see, if you see here, your entire objects have been stored under object repository under Katalon Cura Healthcare, and your test case is recorded here, right? You have entire test case here. Okay, so this is done. Now let's save this. Okay, I saved it. Now let me just simply run and see if it works fine for me. Okay, just I want to run this. Okay, I want to run by using Chrome. So I'm just making sure the script, whatever we recorded, is working correctly. Okay. So it's opening the browser now. It should open your Chrome browser, right? Because I selected Chrome. You open the Chrome browser. It's make an appointment. It's entered the username password, right? Date picked up, comments done. So that means it's all success. I want to insert one small here before actually as soon as you navigate, I want to insert a step here to maximize my window. I'm just maximizing the window. Okay, done. Now we completed our first step. Now change the property locator. If you see here, what I want to do is I want to go to my object repository. This is my object repository. Make an appointment is my first button where I'm clicking on make an appointment. Then I'm entering my username and password, right? So I'm opening those three objects, username, password. So if you see here, make appointment is one object, username is one locator, password is my locator. If you go to make an appointment, you can see the selected XPath locators are these, correct? So make appointment all this, right? And for user name, this is your selected XPath locators. This is your selected locator and you have some other locators also. In the same way, input password. Here, it actually captured a lot of XPaths and it is actually selecting this XPath. So which means when Katalon looks for make appointment button, first it identifies the object by using this locator, the first locator. Okay, even though it has lot of other locators, but uses this locator. So what about all other locators? So these all other locators comes into picture when you enable your smart identification or self healing. When you enable your self healing. Okay. So now let me just show you first of all where is your self healing? There are two ways to reach to your self healing. There are two ways to enable your self healing. One is go to project, click on settings, and go to self healing. Under self healing, go to web UI, and this self healing is only available for web, not for mobile. Okay, keep that in mind. And if you see here, enable self healing execution, right? I'm disabling it right now. Okay, I'm disabling it, and this is where you can enable. This is one method to enable your self healing. What about these element locator methods? I'm going to talk about these element locator methods and exclude objects used following keywords. I'm going to talk about these topics in my next chapters. Okay. So in the first chapter, I want to show you how this smart or self-healing plugin works. How does this self-healing feature works, right, in Catalan Studio? Okay. So now this is one way. And what is another way? So another way is, if you see here, this is one icon related to self-healing. If you click on this icon, from where if it is showing enable self-healing, that means your self-healing is disabled. If you click on this, your self-healing is enabled now. If you again open this, it shows you disable self-healing. That means your self-healing is enabled. If you want to disable, you can disable. Okay. And then also you can go to self-healing settings. Same settings from where we got from the project, right? So this is where you can see the self-healing settings and you can enable from here also. Okay. So that is done. So now you understand how can you enable self-healing. Now before that, before we actually see self-healing, I want to make small changes to my object locators. Okay. First, I'm opening make appointment. Okay. Here, whatever the selected locator, I want to change this locator, saying because I want to change it so that the test case, Catalan cannot identify the object. I made a change to this locator by introducing some text at the end. Okay, save it. In the same way, I want to make a change for username also. I want to make the change to the selected locator by introducing some random text. In the same way for password also. I'll say self-healing 123. Okay. So basically, I am making change to the selected properties so that Katalon cannot identify these objects. Now, if I run this test, whatever test we recorded just now, right? Earlier it was successful. Now, if I run this test here, it should fail. Where? At make appointment. Why? Because in make appointment, we have changed the locator. Now it will not be able to identify the object. Let's run this and see. Let's run this because right now our self healing is disabled, right? So that's why Katalon now, because we change the properties, it will not be able to identify your make appointment button. See, now it's gonna fail the test. So let me see here. See, your test is failed now for sure. See, your test is failed. What it says, let's see here. Okay. So if you see here, click. See, it opened your browser, right? Successfully. Navigate to your URL, maximize the window. Here, when it is trying to click, it says unable to find the element locator. See here, because we corrupted the locator here, right? By introducing some random text. That's why it is not able to identify your make appointment button. Okay, so now let's do one thing. Let us enable our self healing. So how? Let's go here, go to settings, and then go to web UI, and here I want to enable self healing execution. Okay, apply and close. So now let me run the test case again. Okay, and see what happens. Okay, let's save this and let's run the test case. Click and click on Chrome. Now let's see how this self-healing helps us in rectifying the or in correcting your uh, broken locators. Okay, so now it should open your Chrome. Now make appointment. It is now thinking. Okay, now it should self-heal by, see, it self-healed, right? Now it is able to find out the make appointment even though we broke the locator. Now even for username and password we change the locator and it should self heal. Yeah, username is self healed. It is able to enter the username and then it is able to enter the password and it is able to complete your appointment. See, successfully done. So now let's analyze what happened actually. How does this self healing worked? Okay, open browser, navigate, maximize, done. So coming to here, let's bring it here. Okay, coming to your click on make appointment. If you see here under make appointment, first it says unable to find locator by what XPath, the XPath whatever we corrupted. So it is not able to find. Okay, but later immediately there is another step that is triggered. What is that? Self healing. If you click here, see, now it says self healing says now your working locator is this. Instead of this book appointment, right? ID button book appointment. Now your new self healed locator is this. Okay, so that means it's healed. And also it took the screenshot of your locator. So what is the new locator? Based on the new locator, what is your object? Let's go here. I'm just going to the path where the screenshot is stored. Okay. Yeah. So this one, make appointment. So this is your screenshot. That means for that locator, this is your object. Okay. So that means it is able to identify make appointment successfully. And let's go to username now. Okay. Here also, let's expand this. If you see first username, by using corrupted locator, it could not find the element. And then it enabled self-healing and it is able to identify a new locator. Correct. And the same way you have a screenshot also, right? And then let's go here and see for password. First it was unable to find the locator and later it self healed and it took the new locator, and this is your screenshot. So that means everything, all three locators got self healed and your execution is successful. Correct. Now let's see the magic now. Okay, this is magic, but let's see another magic. Okay, so go to your self healing and open self healing insights. So once you click on self healing insights, you can see here all these objects got self healed. Okay, this one, this one, this one. So let me see now. Let's go to my first locator, which is make appointment. This is my make appointment, correct? So if you see, the make appointment is showing me, I want to deselect this. Okay, make appointment is showing me your actual broken locator is this, and what is your proposed locator now? The new locator proposed by Katalon Studio. In the same way, password broken locator is this, and this is your new locator. In the same way, this one, your broken locator is this, and this is your new locator. Sorry, from here. Okay, these are actually your old ones. Let me do one thing. I think these are earlier I ran these, so I can delete them later. Okay, so this is your make appointment and this is your username broken locator, and this is the new locator identified by studio. In the same way, password. Right now I want to approve these changes. So I want to deselect these two. I want to approve only the change where the make appointment, correct? Katalon Studio identified the new locator. I want to approve this new locator. If you see here, for make appointment, what is the locator here? Earlier, our locator is, let's scroll down here. Okay, I want to make sure again, I want to show you guys. Okay, for make appointment, this is our locator. So now as soon as I approve, what happens, we'll see. Okay, as soon as I approve, I'm approving only make appointment button, the new locator. Approve it. So it's done. Now let's go to make appointment. I want to refresh this. Okay, how? Close this. Now reopen this. Now your make appointment locator is now the new locator that is identified by Katalon. But I want to discard rest of them. Okay, I want to discard this. I want to discard this. I don't want to approve the changes. I want to discard them. Discard and yes. So done. And let me discard rest previous ones also. Okay. So that means what we did is now we approved the new locator, self-healed new locator for make appointment, but we have not approved self-healed new locators for username password. If I run the test now, what should happen? For the first make appointment, it should directly identify the object. For username and password, because those two locators are not yet corrected, we have not approved it, right? Still you have corrupted locators. Again, for these two, your self-healing should trigger. See, now I ran the test case again. For the make appointment, it directly identifies the object because we approved the new locator identified by self-healing. Correct? It's directly clicked on make appointment. But now again username, it again applies the self-healing because we have not approved the new changes. Let's do that. Okay, let's let it self heal. Username, and it enters the password. Done. Okay, it is taking the new appointment. Done. If you again expand and observe the results here, right? If you observe the results, see here, clicking on your make appointment, it is directly clicked on make appointment. There is no self-heal process. If you go here again for username, it is unable to find out, self-healing triggered. And even for the password, unable to find it, self-healing triggered. Right? So this way. Now let's go to self-healing insights. If you want to go to self-healing insights, I can do here, or you will have a tab here. Now I want to approve these changes. See, for username, this is my previous, this is my new. Previous, new. Now I want to approve both of them. Check these two and then approve. Done. Now your username password also, the new self-healed XPaths will be auto corrected. Okay, these username and password might have already updated, right? Because we approved them. Now if I run, it should not apply any self-healing because the locators got corrected automatically by self-healing after approving the properties, right? So let's see now. Make appointment is entering the username, password, done. So that means there is no self-healing applied this time because all the locators are correct. See, there is no self-healing here. I don't find any self-healing here. Okay. So now let's open make appointment button again one more time. Okay. I want to make one more change. So for the selected locator, I want to do some changes, and also I want to make changes to other locators also. Let me do one thing. Okay. I want to make change to other locator also. What? For this, I want to make some change, and then I want to also corrupt this one, right? And I want to, yeah, my first one, second one also corrupted, and save this. Now let's run the test case now and see how what happens. Okay, let's run the test case now. Run this. Now your first make appointment, right? We broke, I mean basically we corrupted almost like 2 or 3 locators of that particular make appointment button. Okay, let's see now what happens. Okay, I think something got wrong. Let's see if it is self-healing or it is not taking anything. Oh, sorry, we changed the. Okay, I understand now. Book appointment. We changed book appointment actually. So if you see here, we changed the locator for the book appointments. So now it's self-healed. Let's see. Let's go here and see the results now. Okay. For the book appointment, what we did here. First, it was unable to identify your XPath by using the selected XPath. And it went to next one. Again, it failed for the next one also. Correct? It went to second one. The second self-healing also, it could not find the locator. But third time, it was able to identify by using this particular locator. It self-healed by using this locator. Now, if I go here, okay, your selected locator is this. Correct? Your selected locator is this. After approving the changes, what happens we'll see. Go to self-healing. Now your previous locator was this one and your new locator is this. Correct? This is your new locator. Now I want to approve these changes. If I approve these changes, approve, done. So let's again open your book appointment. Okay, let's open book appointment. See, now your new locator is this. You understand? Hope you all understand the concept how this self-healing works in Katalon Studio. It is really very important concept in understanding self-healing. Okay, so now this session I spoke about self-healing at test case level. What if this self-healing is triggered at test suite collection level? Because in test suite you run test cases parallelly, you run test cases series, right? So is it gonna enable self-healing every time when you run in series, when that particular object comes, or it is gonna enable self-healing whenever it is gonna interact with that particular object in parallel execution? So how does this, it's gonna handle self-healing in test suite collection level, that I'm going to tell you in my next session. So if you have any queries, leave your queries in the comment box. I'll try to respond to your queries. Thank you.
Hope you all understand the concept of self-healing mechanism, and then how does this self-healing mechanism works at test case level to fix the broken objects. Please do subscribe to the channel, click on bell icon, you will receive notifications whenever I publish more videos. Thank you.